We are live here at Diversitech 2025. Devon here, NYB Fractional. Make sure you go check us out, nybfractional.com. Fractional is a program where we pair C-suite executives with small businesses and entrepreneurs to give them an opportunity to get access to that C-suite level of management, of team building, of company building at a fraction of the cost. We all understand how it is with hiring consultants and hiring coaches, and we know it can be pricey, but join Fractional and we'll reduce that cost. And the virtual workshop is free. So don't miss out on that. NYB Fractional, go check it out, nybfractional.com. And today, we have two lovely young ladies. Y'all want to introduce yourselves?
So my name is Harper. I go to Georgia State University, and I'm majoring in biomedical science and enterprise.
Okay.
Hello, my name is Aylinee. I'm a Georgia State student as well. I'm a junior. I'm majoring in psychology with a minor in criminal justice. So hoping to be a clinical psychologist or an attorney.
Okay, shout out to y'all. I majored in psych in undergrad too.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I love psych. I love psych because the thing that you learn in psychology, you can actually apply it in the real world.
So everywhere.
And also it makes things make a bit more sense a little bit, right? So you be like, why that person acting like that? Or like, I don't know, the vibe is off and stuff like that. It's like when you learn some of the basis of psychology, human behavior, when you learn about like cognitive psychology, it really applies to real world stuff. And you say you're in biotech?
Biomedical science.
Biomedical science, what is that? Explain that.
So it's everything. It's anatomy, microbiology, but what we do, we apply everything to like just the medical devices. I can really go into anything. It's like part of my major, we have to take a careers in biomedical science class. So biomedical science is really a lot. Like you have pharmaceuticals, which is what I want to go into. There's research that you can go into. You could go to medical school with it. You can go into pharmacy school. You can really do a lot in the medical field because it's such a broad category. And then with my major, it's also enterprise. So if I wanted to go into business or like healthcare business, I could go into that as well.
Awesome. So speaking of fields, speaking about job opportunities, speaking about school, we're here at Diversitech. What brings you here to Diversitech? What are you hoping to get out of it? Like, you know, you're in biomedical, you're in psychology, like, talk more about that. Like, why Diversitech 2025?
So we are both part of McClinton Scholars. So she had to pick us and we had to go through like rigorous interviews to get here because she wanted people who are dedicated to their field and also like had that background and knowledge and how can we grow from the program.
Who is she? Shout out to she. Who is she? Hey, shout out to you. All right, please.
Because when I told her I wanted to become a clinical psychologist or even use like psych to be more in the law field, she was like, okay, who can we pair you up with? So shout out to my mentor, Ibby, love her. But she really taught us what it's like to be in the real world and how hard it is to also get an internship, but also how to network, have your elevator pitch ready, and also be ready for the real world and have those skills that you have like in school, in clubs, or even in athletics. How are you going to apply that to the real world, and how are you going to connect with people in a personal level and also a professional level?
I love that.
I feel like sometimes our age, it gets really easy to like just use AI for like resumes, workshops, or even like your CV. Yeah, you can do that and it's so great and it's an awesome tool, but also you need to personalize your resume because everybody can use AI and say like, oh yeah, this is my experience, I've done this, blah, blah, blah. But what is going to make you different from AI and everybody else that's applying, and what are you bringing to the table to be like, this is who I am and this is why I'm here and this is why you need to pick me for this opportunity.
Yeah.
Wow.
Coming to Diversitech, it was a great opportunity, honestly, because I'm not even in tech. So what I want to do, I want to use AI integration in pharmaceutical research. I want to go into precision medicine. And so I go to conferences where the last conference I went to, they were talking about AI in so many different fields. And now I get to go to a tech conference where it's like they're still talking about AI in tech. And that's kind of what I'm looking for, like in my next role, is like just to be able to use AI. And then, because I know eventually I'll get to the precision medicine part, but just to get that solid standing and using AI technology and things like that. So Diversitech has just been like just a great opportunity just to network with people who aren't in biomedical science, so that I can still be able to say like I'm in biomedical science, but I know how AI is being used, I know how it works, I know how people are developing it, I know the companies that are using it and stuff like that.
No, absolutely. So here's the thing, right? Like technology is going to be ever evolving. It's going to be in all the things that we do today. I know a lot of people talk about AI and how it's going to replace jobs, but one thing that you both pointed out is how do we use AI to our benefit where it don't need to replace a job? Like, learn how to work with the AI in order to make the job easier, in order to, learn more on the job and be more productive with the job. So y'all already ahead of the field. Maybe coming to conferences like this, y'all get to be around this knowledge, y'all get to be around this kind of verbiage and this way of thinking of AI and technology in this new way. So what has been your favorite session so far? What sessions have you been to? What has been your favorite one?
I will say one of my favorite sessions, I forgot his name, I'm so sorry, but he used to be a school counselor and now he's using AI as his job to be a school counselor.
Wow.
So I found that very interesting because usually you don't really see the cross-section of psych and AI or even psych with technology. I feel like when it comes to like therapy or when it comes to those type of behaviors. So I think it was really educational for me and eye-opening that you can bridge it together of technology and psychology, that all these fields, they don't need to be separated based on, okay, you're healthcare, that's it. No, you can be healthcare and you can have technology and you can have law behind that if you really wanted to. And like as Harper was saying, like her degree really allows her to be multidimensional, and I really love how Diversitech is bringing all the different fields together and tying it together and saying, hey, I'm not just one directional, I'm multidimensional. So you need to see us now that this, I got my degree in psych, but I'm so much more. I have technology, I have law, I have marketing skills, and I feel like AI is just adding to us where now you can see how multidimensional people really are in their field and how much they're capable of doing.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, spot on.
My favorite was, it was like a wealth management session.
Okay.
Where they were talking about, we talked a lot about estate planning, things like mistakes people make with business, because it was specific for tech people, like if you're starting a tech startup and like common mistakes that people are making, things like that. But what really was interesting to me was the estate planning, because just a little secret into my personal life, my family has come on, like, we have some land that we need to put into an estate, and so we're kind of working on creating a trust around that so that it's generational. And that's something, like, just having Black people talk to me about generational wealth, that's very important to me, because that's something that lacks in our community.
Right.
And we were talking to the people over there, and they were like, yeah, like we were talking about the celebrities earlier, about like Blue Ivy and Jay-Z.
Right.
But they're getting paid off of royalties because those are generational things that their parents know. And so it's like, that's really eye-opening to me. So yeah, and then also Eventbrite, I went to their rebranding
live session thing.
That was interesting, because just to see like an app rebrand to what people need to, because like they don't want to be just a second thought. Like they want to be an app that people come to first.
Right.
And so I like that. And they talked about the different processes that they went through, the updates they're making, and that was really interesting to me. So yeah.
I love that. You trying to get to the money. You like generational wealth. I'm trying to be in the wealth class.
Yeah.
You two have such a bright future ahead. I truly mean that. I truly mean this ain't scripted. This not scripted.
This is not
We just having a conversation. This is not scripted. You two, I mean, I meet a lot of people. I mentor a lot of people. I meet, wow, very impressed, very impressed. So I don't know if y'all want to say this. I know, but I'm not sure if y'all want to share. How old are you? You want to share how old you are?
We're both 20.
Yeah, we're 20.
I think it's important for y'all to share y'all age, because there are some people who are older who don't really know where to go and like, don't really have that and trying to find their way. But there's also people who are older who are talking like this, and vice versa. There are people who are younger who really don't know where to go, and then there's some that are a bit more advanced. I will put y'all in an advanced category. Y'all definitely are trailing a path here, but I think it's important to highlight that because it also encourages people to get out there and encourage some of our younger generation to come to things like Diversitech and be a part of it. And yes, you may not have the corporate job, you may not have like the years of experience, but this is where it starts.
Yeah.
This is where the conversation starts. So thank you both for sitting down and chat with me. Enjoy the rest of the conference. And y'all can't come out and party. It's a bunch of party events coming out.
I'll be there.
But y'all gonna be there? Okay. They'll be there.